Just a beautiful afternoon for football, Coach. They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Chicago Bears. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
First carry now for Jordan Howard.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
On first, they go right back to Howard. And they're on the tackle, Shaq Lawson.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This is Howard on second down, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Five. You got nothing today. You got nothing. Check. Watch the edge.
On third down, Trubisky. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards in a Chicago first down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now it's Trubisky. Looking left side, and it's complete. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Trubisky with a give to Howard. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, defense, let's go. Run. Hey, exit. 3 bud. 58's the mic.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Running with Howard. He's to the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
53 is the mic. Ready?
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Buying time to his left. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They run with Howard. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the shotgun is Trubisky. And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And down to the 27-yard line. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 48 yards on the ground. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. That one complete to Hill. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to the end zone real fast.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 2nd and 9, Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Jacob Hollister, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And Pointer, they found a gap there on the post pattern in the middle of the end zone.
And ordinarily, that's a tough spot to find because there's usually coverage to take away that portion of the field. But they found a gap, and they exploited it.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. These two teams all tied after one. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Check 26, check 26.
Now Howard. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Trubisky to throw. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
That's up. 180. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Come on. I want to work.
Now Trubisky.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
Our time. It's our time.
Hey, Haywood.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long.
Let's get off the field.
Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Second down, Murray sets to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. A good return there, 17 yards, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Throwing here, Trubisky. It's complete. It's Miller. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Get him, boy. Get him,
Gain
boy.
of 4 makes it 3rd and 2.
The Bears on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
I'm going back to you.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7.
At the 44-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now this throw caught left side. An explosive 38-yard pickup. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Now it's Trubisky. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. A give left side to Howard. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Elliott puts this one through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and it's 3rd and 5. from the gun on third down, Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Throwing on first down is Murray. He'll rifle this one deep right side. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Shotgun now from Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Well, officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Room to run inside the 40. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And down to the 27-yard line. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 27-yard line. Murray now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle. From the 24, Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down, 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10, so now they can keep grinding out first downs, and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
2nd down and goal. Murray feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They go with Howard again.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. All right.
On third down, this is Howard. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. On the handoff, this is Howard. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Howard. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
Hey, orbit.
Let's go.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's got it. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Here's Trubisky. And that's caught for a Bear touchdown. It's the tight end, Trey Burton. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky as the Bears push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Murray going to throw. They complete it to Hill. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Murray now, 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. Dorsett making the catch. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Johnson the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down. Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Complete. It's Johnson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Cohen. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Murray. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And this one is right through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
And there's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The field goal we just saw has this now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot a bit.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Slam, slam, slam.
They'll keep it on the ground. Howard. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here.
Hey, echo. 58's the money. 58.
Now it's Trubisky. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A give to Howard, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. A give to Howard running left. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
Smart. No. Alert. Switch it. Hey, Alpha. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Trubisky to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. A'Shawn Robinson, too much to handle that time. Gets the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. I think they're just a product of trying to buy themselves 5 extra yards.
And they want to help their punter out, right? Help with the angle, trying to pin the ball deep. That's exactly what they did there.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nook.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Behind!
The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Good job! 180!
Let's
go, baby! Turn over! Get that ball! Get that ball!
And Trubisky down to a knee, and that is all she wrote. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Bears, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Packers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.